all love, support. Thanks for everyone who subscribed to my channel. If you ain't subbed to the channel, make sure you do. Make sure you join the membership. Shout out to the Real Mod Squad. Make sure you go and follow that page. Hey, if you got anything extra out there, man, coats, clothing, shoes, blankets, hats, scarves, gloves, food, hygiene, bag it up, man, and going out there and get to the less fortunate, man. God will bless you tenfold, man. Happy Sunday to everybody. Hope that everybody's safe. Hope everybody ate today, man. But enough of that, y'all. Today's What Happened to 051 Melly. I'm doing a series on everybody, man. So if you get in the comments and let me know who you want to see next, I got y'all, man. I got y'all. But this is about 051 Melly, man. You know, it was a lot of things. Like, I feel like the city was like broken, dangerous, and everything after Melly got killed. But let's dig into Melly real quick. 051 Melly come from the Calumet building where other people like Lil Reese, E-Day, TYB, the twins, Lil B, C-Day, FYBJ Main, a lot of people, Slick, a lot of people come out that Calumet building. A lot of people come out the Calumet building. They the kids of the people who was in the Calumet building at that time. And 051 Melly, him and his brother Woo. I can't tell you specifically how they got to 051 or how they got down there, but I could just tell you as far as like you moving from when the projects get tore down, y'all move with family members, or y'all move and that's the area that you move into, and then you get cool with the guys. You know, just like when the low end project buildings went down, everybody from 39th went to 63rd. And Doug and them went to 63rd, Brick and them went to 63rd, and so as myself went to 63rd. So I understand that. Melly, like, he been around all the people, all the main players, all the big players, the Kurt Max, the Slims, the Bump J's. Like, he give respect for everybody. Melly will become like YouTube, internet, and all that. Like, he would become on the internet like 2012. You know, with a lot of killing, the music was at its all-time high, or getting started, and it was in its primes, and it was at a high level. And Melly started getting on the internet, you know, and voiced his opinions about people that he hated. Now, Melly was a BD, but Melly can go around, you know, MCs, Stones, everybody, like, they loved him. So it let me know that for them to love him like that, these big names, either they was family or they respected him off his street and his gangster. Melly, you know, it was a lot. It'd be a lot in the on YouTube, and you know, floating around that Melly did this to this person. Melly did this. We heard about the Raheem situation with Raheem. We was hearing it for months and years. You know what I'm saying? We was hearing about a lot of things that Melly was into, and plus they was getting on YouTube, you know, claiming it and bragging about it. So, you know, he will link up with Duck like sometime, and probably linked up with Duck in like when Duck had Slide and everything going on was hot, because before that, Melly ain't never been around Duck or none of them really. They probably was coming around Gyro, hanging around, you know, Rail or somebody like that, and being on the block. But they wouldn't be out there how they was in 2018. So, you know, when I always tell people, man, and the kids, man, it ain't good to link with people, bro. It ain't good at all. It ain't good, man. Just stay on your block. Whatever y'all got going on, you do on your block, man. Because once you link with somebody, not only do you mess up, but you take on these people problems. So Duck and Melly end up linking. You know, I don't know how it happened when it was allegations against him, you know, killing Duck's cousin. That was weird, you know. But Duck probably knew something that we know that we didn't know, like as if he didn't do it or nothing. Some had to make him comfortable to let him around after these allegations going on the internet. They was cool. Everything was copacetic. Everything was going to shows together. But I kept seeing like people from St. Lawrence and like a few people like the Can't Get Rights, the Wooskies. They'll be looking side-eyed, like they'll look at him side-eyed. Can't Get Right had a problem with him, man, and we knew it. You know, Melly was cool with Crump. Can't Get Right got jumped on. Mubu Crump was talking about it, you know what I'm saying? Mubu Crump ended up getting killed, And Melly, that was Melly homie. Melly actually got shot with Mubu Crump, you know. So Melly probably knew something that we ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Fars can't get right because the way they looked at each other in that video in the field for Poppy, man, it looked like Can't Get Right was like, nigga, I know you a snake. And Melly was looking like he was just laughing at Can't Get Right. He just bust a laugh. Duck, try to disconfuse like you tweaking Can't Get Right. But, you know, like I seen it from a mile away what was to come. You know what I'm saying? Either they be snake or they snake him or he snake them. You know what I'm saying? That was the way of if a picture worth 1,000 words. So Melly, after that, you know, they was getting into it. You hearing rumors on the internet that, oh, he snaked him and he snaked them. Well, Melly ended up, they was shooting dice and one of the members supposed to owe Melly some money from shooting dice. He didn't give up the money to Melly. And I guess Melly was fed up with it, you know. And him and another member from the hood, they hood, end up going over there and, you know what I'm talking about, just firing up the crib. Well, I'm gonna tell you this before I tell about the Melly party story. I don't think Duck in a million years called Melly and told Melly, don't go to that party. They gonna take you out, and Melly still went. So that theory we gonna throw out the window. I don't think Duck knew. Duck ain't the type of person that set nobody up. Duck ain't the type of person that if you right there with Duck, nigga, Duck standing on business with everybody. If he say you cool, nigga, you cool. Duck ain't gonna let nobody touch you. So, far as that, Melly going to this party, and I think this was the most snaked out, you know, that everything you could do, it was like blatant, like it was stupid, man. And then it would end up changing Chicago, and it would end up a lot of lives being lost behind 051 Melly down. So Melly, he goes to this party on 61st in St. Lawrence on September the 1st, 2019. He go to the party. I don't know if Melly was with some members or who he was with, but it ain't look like he was with no members unless they ran when COB Travo from Gyro City, Travis, was standing over him after he got shot. But Melly goes to this party. He can't hide nothing on his mind that he felt that was a threat because he went to this party. Why would you go to a party that you know you about to be backdoored? You going to the party thinking that you cool. Well, Melly was in a party. We seen the tape, the thumbnail on there. If y'all want to see the tape and all that, y'all can see that on there. I ain't getting my page struck. But it was the biggest snake move ever. Melly at the party. He's standing against the wall. And that part, the music going and everything. It's 100 people up in there. And then the gunman just, whoop, 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 whoop. It was going off, the shots. You know, then everybody, the crowd scattered. Then, you know, Travis get a stand over Melly, but I think why Travis died is because Travis recorded it. People probably felt like he recording it and it got out to the internet, you know, so, you know, he probably was a marked man after that. But I really feel like Travis, he ain't know, and he was like, damn, they killed Yarmel, you know. I know what we about to go through. I know it's about to be a war. I know everybody about to be wiped out. That's what I heard when I heard in Travis' voice. Melly, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that he knew, once again, that he was about to die. Now, after that, you know, some guys was on the internet. Oh, we the backdoor kings and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They was letting it be known who did it. You had rappers come out and say who was responsible for Melly and everything. But what I could tell you this, after that, it broke up the streets and it made people choose sides. You even had people voicing opinions about FBG Cash, you know what I'm saying, still hanging with them on the internet with them. They even started calling them 051 Cash at some point, you know. So they was real pissed about the relationship that they were still having, knowing that it's a war going on. It's a war about to go on, and it's a war going on. So Melly got killed, man. And when Melly got killed, man, I'm talking about people was coming up missing like ghosts, man, left and right. Every other week, every week and a half, somebody dead, somebody gone, bro. You know what I'm saying? Well, I seen a block get wiped out. You know, I don't know if it was behind Melly, but I seen a block get wiped out after Melly was gone. You know, And that just lets you know, kids, to y'all, man, you can't trust everybody, man. You think they your homie, you think they gang, you think they got enough respect for you, but nah, a person to get you out the way, if they scared of you, if they want your shine, if they jealous of you, or if they think who he think he is on our block and think he gonna get away with this. I seen a lot of lives lost behind that, and I seen it for frivolous. You know what I'm talking about? They getting on there bragging about killing people. That shit ain't cool, bro. You putting the police on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Melly got took out, and it ain't been the same since, man. The blocks got wiped out, man. Everything dry. It's some hoods that's out here that they ain't got no more hoods because, you know what I'm saying? All because that one call that was stupid, you know. Well, I can't really say it's stupid because they probably had motive for the reason why they did. They probably thought that he had something to do with their family members or their brothers or cousins, or, you know, could be that Melly shot up somebody's crib and they wanted revenge. Their kids was in there, they daughters in there, they was in there, they wanted revenge, man. 051 Melly is still respected to this day. Melly was big and wasn't a rapper. That's how big he was. Imagine if Melly started rapping, he would have been bigger. He always voiced himself and his opinion about a lot of stuff. And when he say that the streets ain't for everybody, the streets ain't for everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? 051 Melly, if he was to rap, he would have been big. He would have been way big. I still got a lot of questions, like they knowing that he had something to do with Raheem, or they even said it in the streets, or he bragged about it. Like that was a red flag to me to even hang around him or none of that. But like I said, I don't know Doug motive. I ain't know Melly motive, why they was around each other, none of that. But I know people was getting picked off. We still don't know what happened to Side and Motor. We still don't know what happened to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Richie Jerk got killed. Poppy got killed. You know what I'm saying? And when you got a lot of ops, you could say this block did it, or this block did it, or this block did it. But if they was wrapped up like mummies, you don't know who did it unless you could follow the camera back to they crib or where they been, man. It's sad, man. We lost a lot of lives, man, to nonsense. To nonsense. Hey, y'all, when I tell these stories, bro, all I'm doing is reenacting, recanting the story that was already out there. If y'all in the comments talking about the feds are going to be on them next, y'all putting them on them. I said nothing about who killed who or none of that. I'm just telling you the story and my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Melly was vicious. One thing I like about Melly, though, is he did stand on business. His baby mother ended up getting killed. She had went on the train tracks to retrieve a cell phone, an iPhone. She got killed by the tracks. He was standing on business. You know, it's a lot of kids that ain't out here with their daddy. He was a family man, but he was a villain after that. Like, he knew how to cut the switch off, you know. He was a big threat to a lot of people, man. He was a big threat to a lot of people. And, yeah, Melly got backdoored. That's what they call it. He got backdoored, set up. And I just think it was plain snakish. I think if Melly would have been alive, I think a lot of more people would be alive than what was dead. I ain't gonna lie. I know they say people die all the time, but nah, man, that shit hit different when Melly got killed. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never see those people just get took out that fast, man, behind it, you know. But condolences to everybody, man, in Chicago, man. This Trenches News, man, the Melly story. Everybody dead who was around, who Melly was around, the Kurt Max, the Slims. Bum J probably the only one still alive that's big head that y'all know. You know, Melly was able to go on No Limit, maybe able to go on Tuckerville, able to go 051 and a lot of blocks, man, that people would never knew that he could be on. Like, he was that dude, man, far as the streets. But it all added up to nothing, man, because he ended up losing his life for a cause that it wasn't even worth it, man. This is what happened to Melly. He got killed at a party, backdoored by his allies, who he thought that was with him, but really, his allies weren't with him. His allies had a plan to get rid of him that day. And after that, the parties that was involved, most of them took out. Most of them, you know what I'm saying, either gone or in jail or got to look over their shoulders, man. Because his people, like, they ain't going. It's just sad to say about that. But I hope all the violence stop one day. I hope the brothers wake up and see that, you know, like, man, I ain't finna kill him for no reason, bro. Like, why am I killing him? He ain't had nothing to do with my homie. People just running around playing God, killing anybody. Now I can see if somebody shot your mama or they did something to your people and you knew for sure that he did it. Not just going off because he bragging, but he did it. You know. But playing God, man, gets you nowhere, man. This the 051 Melly story. Melly was accused of a lot of crimes, man. He was accused of, people say can't get right. People say, a lot of people, man, Ambria, but we can't prove none of that, so we can't really say none of that. But we know that he had a voice and an opinion about everything, and he can go a lot of places, and he was with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think.